Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel SPK Arts. Today I want to show how I painted the portrait of Sri Chatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So let's get into it. Here I have already drawn this portrait previously, taking reference of Sri Sharat Kelkar sir who portrayed Chatrapati Shivaji Maharaj from the movie Tanaji. I will post how to draw portraits in near future videos. For now, just focus on painting this. I'm not intending to paint it exactly like Sharat Kelkar sir because this is not a copy of the original. I just took inspiration from him and I am painting in my own way, trying to get as many features as possible. I started with painting eyebrows and then the outlines of eyes and nose, slowly painting the eyeballs, which is a mixture of brown and black. The entire painting has taken me 1 hour to finish, but for the sake of convenience I am fast forwarding the video. If you still feel the video is lengthy, please switch it to 1.5x for better experience. And for the skin tones I used a mixture of yellow ochre, red, burnt umber and white. Burnt umber is nothing but brown. So I've mixed it with red and brown majorly to paint the dark areas under the eyes and under the eyebrow. Chatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is one of the greatest men to ever walk on this planet, and it gives me immense pleasure to paint him. The fascinating thing about Shivaji Maharaj is his thinking and ideology was far more ahead of his time. Back then, when people thought they were born to be subservient, he thought of a world where people are born free and independent from all foreign rules. He dreamt of a land where we rule ourselves. No foreign invader tells us what we should do and what we are. He dreamt of complete freedom and independence. He dreamt of a concept called Swarajya, where we will be our own rulers. It sounded almost foolish and rebel to the people of his time and even to his own father. But he had gathered a few people who also had the similar mindset of him, and at the age of 16 he conquered his first fort, Toran Fort, and by the time he left his mortal body in 1680 at the age of 50, he had more than 300 forts under his control. And not only the forts, the Marathas had the largest fleet. They controlled the sea routes of Konkan and Cholamandalam. And Shivaji Maharaj is considered as the father of Indian Navy. He dreamt of having his own navy. The right side of his face is mostly in shadows. That is why I am using a darker shade which adds more brown and red, and I have painted it to the right side because it is in shadows, but the left side of his face is mostly exposed to light. So I am adding more white to the mixture, making a lighter skin tone, and I am painting it to the left side of his body. And here I am painting his tilak with the red color and giving a few highlights here and there and blending them as well so that it will not look awkward. It is important to sometimes blend the skin tones to give an effect of the skin moving from shadow to light and light to shadow. So a few highlights here and there with dark and white tones is necessary. coming to the neck, the right side of the neck is mostly in shadows. So I am using a darker skin tone mixed with more burnt umber and painting along to give an impression and feel that his neck is truly in the shadows, just as his right side of the face. So now coming to his mustache and beard, which is one of his many symbols, the twirly mustache and the long beard under his chin, which makes us immediately recognize that this is Chatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So to the darker side of his face, for darker tones, I am using a mixture of brown and black, and for lighter tones, I am adding a tinge of white. The right side of his face is into the shadows, so I am using a darker tone to make it appear that it is truly in shadows. And the left side of his face, which is exposed to light, I am adding a tinge of white to make it appear as if it's in light. So I am making sure a transition happens from dark to light, from shadows to light. And finally, for highlights, I am adding a few strokes of white here and there to finish the beard. And coming to his turban, which is also one of the many symbols of him which makes him immediately recognizable, I am using yellow ochre for painting the stripes because it is very closer to gold. And for the entire turban, I am using a mixture of black mixed with white. And for some parts, I am also dabbing my brush into blue color paint and painting along the turban folds. I am moving my brush as much as possible in a flowy pattern so that to give an impression that the turban is actually a cloth. For shadows, I am adding more black, and for lighter parts, I am just simply adding a tinge of white so that to immediately differentiate between the shadows and light. Cloth, I used tallow blue mixed into white. And this is the first time I am using this specific variant of blue which I have never used before. To create darker tones, I simply added a tinge of brown and red to the blue to create the dark folds. And for the lights, I simply added white. And for background, I used a mixture of brown mixed with blue and green. And for highlights, I simply added white. And the significance of this painting is I have used a very peaceful colors. If you have observed, the white color of his turban and his dress represents peace, calm, non-threatening. And so does the blue color. Even the blue color signifies serenity, peace, non-threatening. So he is as calm and as welcoming as he is. So he is Chatrapati, he is the ruler of all people. He brought all the people under one umbrella, and holding that umbrella, he is protecting everyone. So the one who is holding the umbrella and protecting everyone should be peace and calm and loving and welcoming. He is welcoming all the people so that they will be living as brothers, they will be helping each other. They are under one rule which helps everyone to be with each other in a peaceful way. So his eyes look so peaceful, and he is inviting people in a very friendly way. So his eyes are loving as kid, and the background which is very dull in color represents that he is so bright that he dulls out and fades out everyone beyond his sight. So everyone's eyes are fixed to him. He demands attention. He has that aura that attracts people to see at him, to look at him, to awe in his gaze. So that is what about this painting. I hope you all love it. Thank you.